How do I change units of measure within systems? Well, I'm going to try to tell you that, Shane. All right, choose. State which metric unit you use. All right, metric units of length. We're going to talk about length here first. 1 kilometer. What's that equal to? 1,000 meters, right? 1,000 meters. And 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. There you go. Make sure I get it back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sure.
And 1 foot equals 12 inches. Inches. And 1 yard, that equals 3 feet. And a mile. I always remember that one from Remember the Titans, 5,280 feet.
Why? You're gonna run
Because when the guy kept fumbling and he said, "You're gonna run,"
every single
yeah, 5,208 feet
good.
for
I
fumbling.
think that's the best football movie to.
That was definitely a classic. All right, and a couple other things I want you to write down is this. When converting larger units to smaller units. All right, converting larger from larger to smaller. I can't remember. Yeah, multiply. All right. When you're converting from larger units to smaller units, you multiply. And when you're converting the other way, converting from smaller to larger, then you want to divide. Everybody got that? So, look at example 2 there on P4. Complete each sentence. Now, when you're dealing with this metric stuff, these metric conversions, I like to use the acronym. Y'all ever use the acronym? The King Henry died drinking chocolate milk? That, to me, when you're converting metric units, is way easier than trying to remember anything else. So write that down. Write down the King Henry died. All right, KHD. And then your unit measure goes here. That's like a space. King Henry died drinking chocolate milk. And the K at the left is your largest, right? That's kilo. And then the H is hecto. And then the D is deca. Don't use those two very often, do you? But they hold place marks. Your unit measure, all right? That's your meters, liters, and grams. That's what you're dealing with. And then you have deci and centi and milli of whatever unit measure it is, right? If you're dealing with grams, it's centigrams or milligrams. If it's meters, then it's millimeters or centimeters. Liters, milliliters. Got it? And when you're converting metric within the system, all right, if you got 4.2 kilograms, 4.2 kilograms, and you're asked, it equals how many? I'm sorry, that's not, let's just make it grams. How many grams? You're going from kilograms to grams. So if you just look at this table, from kilograms to grams is 1, 2, 3 places, right? To the right. It's 3 places to the right. So you take the decimal and the 4.2 and you move it 3 places to the right. So you got your 4, 2, 0, 0, right? 1, 2, 3. So 4,200 grams. If you're given something in millimeters, say it's 100 or 115 millimeters, equals how many meters? All right, now you're moving the other direction. You're going from millimeters to meters. So you're going 1, 2, 3 units to the left. So you got to go 3 units. You got to take your decimal that's right here, and it's got to go 1, 2, 3 units to the left. So you got a 0.115 meters. And that's the easiest way to convert your metrics. Okay? Write the table on the top of your paper somewhere. Look at the conversion that you need to make. And then just count how many places you have to move within the table and the direction that you have to move. And then move it in your conversion. Clear on the metric conversion? That's the easy part to me. Look at 13 yards equals how many feet? 13 yards equals blank feet. All right, you're going from larger to smaller. From larger to smaller, what are you going to do? You're going to multiply. So you got to do 13 yards times, how many feet are in 1 yard? 3. So what's 13 times 3? 39 feet. Very good. 39 feet. 660 yards. 660. 6,600 yards, sorry. 6,600 yards equals how many miles? Okay, you don't have that conversion. I didn't give you that conversion, did I? I didn't give you yards to miles.
So you convert yards to feet.
Yeah, convert it to feet first and then convert it to miles. So yards to feet, it would be times 3, right? So 6,600 times 3. Somebody hit your calculator. 19,800 feet, right, to miles. So now you got your 19,8, and you're going to divide it by, because now you're going smaller to larger, 5,280. What is it? 8.75 miles.
3.75.
Oh, my bad. 3 point. Yeah, that's true. I guess that wouldn't go in there 8 times, would it? .75. Does everybody understand why we went from yards to feet? Okay.
Do we know how many yards?
Yeah, and you could make a conversion from yards to miles if you want to, but it's easier just to turn it into feet and then convert it to miles.
Alright.
3.7 liters to milliliters. 3.7 liters.
You're going from the unit to
So 3.7 liters to blank milliliters. And let's see. So we got King Henry died. Unit measure. Drinking chocolate and milk. I love chocolate milk, by the way. Liters. So we're going from our unit measure to milliliters. So that's 1, 2, 3 to the right. So 2, 3 to the 1, 2, 3 to the right. 3,700. 3,700. Here you need a couple of other conversions. Write down. We're talking units of capacity now. 1 cup. 1 cup equals 8 ounces. 1 pint, bless you, equals 2 cups. 1 quart. 1 quart. That's 2 pints, isn't it? Here, leave some room. We're going to make this easier. 1 gallon is 4 quarts. 1 gallon. That equals 4 quarts. So watch. Go back to your pints. If 1 pint equals 2 cups, what does that also equal? If 16 ounces. Good. All right. If 1 quart equals 2 pints, 2 pints is how many ounces? If 1 pint is 16, yeah, very good, 32 ounces. And if a quart equals 32 ounces, and a gallon is 4 quarts, 128 ounces, very good. So that's going to speed things up for you. Because now you're basically taking everything to ounces. So okay, they're going quarts to gallons now. It'll be okay. Quarts to gallons. 16 quarts equals how many gallons? 16 quarts, QT, equals blank gallons.
4.
You're going from small to big, right? Small to big. Smaller to larger, you divide. So 16 quarts divided by, well, there's 4 quarts in a gallon, isn't there? So you divide it by 4, and that's going to be 4 gallons. 16 quarts is 4 gallons. It's okay to use that calculator on the big math problems. Sarcasm. Nothing. 7. No, I didn't. 7 pints equals how many ounces? 7 pints equals how many ounces? 1 pint is 16 ounces, isn't it? So we're going to go 7 times 16.
112.
112. Very good.
No, you see.
Shh. Y'all got the, you getting the hang of it?
Yeah.
Good. Here, write down a couple more conversions to have in your notes. Let's go. 1 pound is 16 ounces. Now we're talking about a different kind of pound. This is units of weight, not units of capacity. Units of weight. Units of weight. 1 pound, that's 1 lb.
16 ounces.
That equals 16 ounces. And 1 ton, that's 2,000 pounds. Okay?
You were literally like 90 pounds. Stop.
Literally, I'm under like hundreds of pounds.
We're not getting into this.
As of like 6.
You're gonna say that.
5.47 kilograms. 5.47 kilograms equals how many milligrams? That's going to be a big one there, isn't it? King Henry died. There's your unit measure. Drinking chocolate milk. So that's
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. 5, 4, 7. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 places?
Yeah.
6 places right there. Commas every 3 going back. Alright? So use the table to count your decimal places. And then you got 5 tons. 5 tons equals how many, what is it, ounces? That's going to be a lot too, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, 5 tons equals blank, big blank, ounces.
Well,
All right, so your 5 tons is 2,000 pounds per ton, right? So you got 5 times 2,000 equals, that's 10,000 pounds, right? Times 16 ounces per pound. 10 times 16, 160,000. Okay, 160,000 ounces. Everybody all right with that? Okay, 3 things you got to do next. It's P5 in the book. It's way up front. Should already be there. P5, you're doing 7 through 27. Okay? I need you to answer the focus question. That's your practice for the quiz. And I need you to make sure that you check Edline for homework. I emphasize, check Edline
Does that mean we have homework?
for homework.